Welcome back, guys. Derek Rogers with part 3 of the Planeswalker Leveling Guide, and this is going to cover your tricolor and colorless Planeswalkers. First up, we have Karn, Scion of Urza, best to play at level 60. He will have 120 health, and his abilities will follow at level 4. His first ability will read, pick one of the next 3 cards of your library. Fetch that card and exile the others. If it was a colorless card, your mana bonuses are increased by 1. If not, your mana bonuses in that card's color is increased by 2. Each mana bonus can be raised by this ability more than 3 times. And remember something, that the tricolor and colorless are the most expensive Planeswalkers to level, and at level 60 they will cost 323,750 mana runes. Karn's mana bonuses will all be +1 on white, blue, black, red, and green. Up next we have Narset of the Ancient Way, and I have her at best level to play at level 46, where that third ability becomes level 3. Her health is 98, and her abilities: gain 4 life, activate 2, convert 2 gems to your Planeswalker's color. With a companion ability, if your starting deck contains 2 or fewer creature cards, convert 3 gems instead. The second ability is discard a card, then draw 2 cards. Then if the discarded card is a spell, deal X damage to target opposing creature. If it is a support, gain X mana. X is the base cost of the discarded card. And the third ability is create a Greater Ancient Way token with a shield count of 4, with when you cast or cycle a non-creature card, deal 4 damage to any opposing target. This effect can trigger up to 4 times per turn. When you draw a card without cycling, that card gains cycling. Draw 3 cards. Narset will cost 152,370 mana runes to level. Her mana bonuses will be +3 to white, +3 to blue, -1 to black, +1 to red, and -1 to green. Nicol Bolas, God Pharaoh, also known as NB1. I have him all the way down at level 28. The main reason for this is because his first ability doesn't become really good until level 4, which will become destroy target creature. But I think that's all the way at like level 54 or somewhere around there. And if you're going to spend that much, then you might as well have him at level 60, because you're going to face level 60 walkers anyways. And he can survive at a very, very low level. His mana bonuses are absolutely incredible at this level. And he's got a very strong high HP as well, so that's why he can survive at such a low level. His health at this will be 83, and his abilities will be target creature your opponent controls gets -2/-2. And then the second ability is you draw 1 card and summon 2 2/2 zombie tokens. And the third ability is only level 1, and that is the last creature that entered your graveyard gains zombie and is returned to the battlefield. Then your opponent takes X damage, where X is the number of zombies you control. It will cost 60,930 mana runes to level Bolas 1, and his mana bonuses will be -2 to white, +3 to black, +2 to blue, +3 to red, and -2 to green. Up next we have Nicol Bolas the Ravager, also known as NB2. And to me, this guy needs to be level 60. It's where he thrives the most. He is a flip Bolas. He has both sides, so remember that he has 6 sets of abilities that he has access to. At level 60, he is his health is 127. Let's go take a look at his abilities. They are, the first ability is draw 2 cards, then give them 3 mana. The second ability is when your opponent discards their first and last card, increase the cost of cards in your opponent's hand by 3. And the third ability is deal 20 damage to target creature and lose 5 life. If it died, create a Bolas Spark token with 4 shield, and the sport can't be destroyed or exiled. At the beginning of every turn, gain 2 loyalty. And then he transforms And then back to his first ability when he's transformed, it is deal 10 damage to target creature or planeswalker. The second ability is return the creature with the most reinforcements from your graveyard to the battlefield with its reinforcements and then reinforce it. And finally, the last ability, which is what makes him so strong, is create a Major Bolus Omnipotence token with 12 shield, and at the beginning of every turn, this support loses 1 shield, and your opponent cannot draw any cards. It will cost 323,720 mana runes to level him. His mana bonuses will be 0 on white, +2 on blue, +3 on black, +2 on red, and 0 on green. Sarkhan Unbroken, also known as Sarkhan 3. Best level play is 46. He will have a health of 99. And his abilities as follow will all be level 3. And the first one is draw a card, then increase your mana bonus on each turn of that card. Card's colors by 2 until end of turn. The second ability is create a major Tarkir Dragon token, 1/1 flying with when this creature enters the battlefield, it gets +X, where X is the sum of your blue, green, and red mana bonuses. And finally, the third ability is fetch the next 3 creatures with power 6 or greater from your library and then give them full mana. So the reason at 46 and not 60 is for an extra 150,000 mana runes, they gain haste. And if you don't have the extra 150,000 mana runes, that ability really doesn't even need to apply, especially if you're already running haste creatures anyways. There's no need to go out there and waste it when you can be dumping mana runes into another planeswalker like, Nicol Bolas the Ravager instead. Like I was saying, it will cost 152,370 mana runes to level. His mana bonuses will be -1 to white, +1 to blue, -1 to black, +3 to red, and +3 to green. And finally, the last planeswalker that I'm going to showcase is Tamiyo, Field Researcher. She is probably my favorite tricolor walker, at least right now in standard. I'm not really sure why. She's my go-to walker, and she can just do it all. And I have her at level 46, which she will have a health of 88, and this is where all of her abilities become level 3. And her first one is draw a card, target opposing creature gets -6/-0 until the beginning of your next turn. So she's got card draw on her first ability. And the second ability is disable the first opposing creature until the beginning of your next turn. Disable the first non-creature card in your opponent's hand until the beginning of your next turn, so she can disable creatures as well. And then finally, her third ability, which is completely broken, even at level 46, you're going to draw 5 cards, increase your blue, green, and white mana bonuses by 10 for 4 turns. And once again, you can save 150,000 mana runes just by keeping her at 46. And the only difference between level 46 and level 60 on that third ability is you draw 1 extra card, so you draw 6 cards instead of only drawing 5, and your mana bonus is raised to 12 instead of 10. Not that much of a difference to waste 150,000 mana runes on, in my opinion. So it'll be 152,370 mana runes to level. Her mana bonuses will be +2 to white, +3 to blue, -1 on black, -1 on red, and +2 to green. And that's it for this series of the Planeswalker Leveling Guide. I hope this helps a lot of players out, especially for the ones looking where to spend their mana runes on. If you guys like my content, please like and subscribe. I'm going to be working on some more content with some deck building tips and a couple other things. And I will be covering, when Kaldheim drops as well. Thanks for watching, guys.